So hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Simply Carolyn. Today is Vlogmas day number 3 and I am getting ready to bring you guys a video. And what I'm doing tonight, something easy and delicious, is something that I've been wanting for a while. So I'm going to make some nachos, but I'm going to make them out of the Tostitos scoops, and I will be using the Steak-'em meat that you get out of the frozen section in the store. That's good for steak. It's sort of like pre-cooked. You can get it out of your local grocery store, or you can get I get mine from my local Food Lion. I can also get it from Walmart, and they also have a store brand, so it's the same meat, y'all. So all you have to do is pretty much just season it up, put your peppers and onions in it if you want it. And then you're just going to go ahead and saute it till it's good and brown. Then you'll be ready to make your tacos. Not your tacos, your nachos. So with this meat, I also can do like the small street tacos. I use the carb balance shells or the flour tortillas because they only have very little net carbs. And I am a diabetic, so I try to watch my carbs. So y'all, I'm going to get this camera turned around and I'm going to show you the ingredients I'm using. So y'all give me just a minute. Alright, so got my camera turned around here. These are the Tostitos scoops I was telling you about. I've already diced some onion and bell pepper for the sake of time. I have my Tostitos nacho cheese dip in a bowl of warm water to kind of loosen it up, you know, instead of putting that glass jar in the microwave. That's the steak of meat. I kind of broke it up with my hand. And these are the seasonings that I will be using. I will be coating my pan with some olive oil. This is black pepper. I have accent. This is a jollof seasoning. It's a little spicy. I want to put a little bit of that just to give it a kick. I have some garlic powder. This is the Badia's rotisserie chicken seasoning. It's good, y'all. It's not just for chicken, and it's really, really good. And also, I want to show you these wraps that I'm talking about. Let me get them. I got the small ones, and I also have a little bit bigger size. Y'all forgive me, I'm working with one hand here. So these are the carb counter soft flour tortilla, Lord, I'm so tired tongue, tortilla shells. And as you can see, they're only 3 net carbs. Again, these are the bigger ones, or these are the medium sized ones. They have another size up from this that's huge if you're going to make like a fajita or something. And these are the little small street tacos. I use those as well. And this one has 0 carbs because once you take away, y'all, that's my cat back there cracking in the food. Once you take away the fiber from the content, then that zero outs the carbs. But anyway, I won't be doing the tacos on the shell tonight. I will be doing the ones on the Tostitos chips. So bear with me a minute. I'm going to go ahead and get my pan turned on so I can get this meat brown as well as my veggies. But y'all stay tuned. Give me just a minute. Alright guys, so I have my camera turned back around. And I'm going to go ahead. I got 2 pans. I got a small pan for these veggies and I have a bigger pan for the meat. So I'm going to put a little, trying to get it where y'all can see. Put a little olive oil in both pans. That's the one that the meat is going in. And I'm going to put just a drizzle over here in my smaller pan for the bell peppers and onions. Now you may not be able to see me, y'all, but the main thing I want you to see is what I'm doing, how I'm preparing it. So I hope that's okay with y'all. So I'm gonna turn it up just a bit. Gosh, I probably should have put this other pan, my smaller one. Let me do that so you can see both of them here on the front. And that way you can see what I'm doing with both pans. Yes, that's a better idea. Alright, so don't take long for the oil to heat up. excuse me. Just want to make sure that all sides of it is coated. All right. So while that is starting to heat up, I'm going to go ahead and open my seasonings. So all I have to do is just season. Y'all, this stuff is good. Accent, I'm telling you, when it says it wakes up the flavor, it really, really does. And this one is about empty, but I have another one on standby. I do not let myself be without it if I can help it. This is, I'm using some peppercorns, different color peppercorns for my pepper. This is my garlic powder. I use the powder because I'm not a big fan of salt. This is my jollof rice seasoning, but it's not just for rice. You can use it on just about anything you want to add a spice, a little kick to. And also this Badia's. Now I smell my pan getting hot, y'all. Turn it down some. The Badia rotisserie chicken. I got this one from Amazon. It's probably in local stores, but it's not just for chicken. You can use it for a number of things, and that also is good. So now that I can smell my pan is getting hot, I'm gonna start with these veggies. And I have a pretty good bit of meat, so that's why I have as much veggies that I do. So we pretty much want to let those saute until they become translucent, and then we will know they are ready. So same thing with the steak. I'm going to go ahead and get them in the pan back here in the back. No matter what you cook, y'all, make sure your pan is hot when you put your food in there. That makes all the difference in the world as to how it cooks. Believe me when I tell you. And this is such an easy meal to put together. It's a little shortcut, but hey, as women, we deserve shortcuts. We have a lot of things to do. Well, I say women, but I know I have a lot to do. And hey, I don't have to stand up and chop up some steak, regular steak, really thin like this. I'm not going to do it. Because when you put seasoning on this, it really brings out the flavor. And just because a seasoning says chicken or whatever, y'all, you don't have to stick with that. Put it on, you have to experiment with it. And put it on foods. The only way you're going to know if it's going to taste good is if you have to try it. So try it on some different things and see how you like it. You might be surprised. Alright. So I got that going there. I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle in some seasonings. Y'all, I'm a cook that I don't like to measure. If I'm making a cake, most times that's when I will measure stuff. Because you know, with a cake, you have to be kind of precise with your measurements. But with like this little meal here, honey, I'm just going to sprinkle on enough until I feel like it's enough. That's what you have to do. You have to adjust your seasonings to your taste. So I can be generous with this garlic powder because there's no sodium in it. That's why I choose to use the powder instead of the salt. Salt makes me swell, so I try to stay away from it. And now I'm going in with my accent. And that too has no sodium, so you can definitely sprinkle on as much as you want. Next, I am going in with my rotisserie chicken seasoning. And the same thing, I'm just going to sprinkle in. And I think this does have a little sodium in it. Yeah, it does, but I didn't sprinkle a whole lot of that. And this is the jollof. You have to be careful with that, yo. That is, it's good, but it's spicy. So if you're a person that doesn't care for spice, I would probably omit that. You don't have to use everything that I use. You take what you like that I use, and then leave off what you don't want. So in other words, we're going to eat the meat and spit out the bones. Alright, now I'm going to do the same thing with the veggies. I'm going to go ahead with the same seasonings and add some to them, because that gives all of your food a layer of flavor. I'm going back in with the accent for my veggies. I love accent. My garlic powder, I'm sprinkling some of that. And again, if you love garlic, be generous with the garlic powder. And my rotisserie chicken seasoning. Put it aside. There we go. Alright. And last but not least, again, I'm going to dabble on or dash on a little of the jollof. I see the red pepper flakes. That's what makes it spicy. I know now. Alright, so now I got it all seasoned up. Wipe off my stove. I don't like to have no dirty stove trying to cook, because cleanliness is next to godliness. And we should strive to be godly at all times. Alright, so let me give these veggies a toss, because of course you know they will get done before that meat. Even though the meat is pre-cooked, you know, you still have to kind of put some more, me personally, I have to put some more heat to it to make it like I want it. Oh, it smells so good, y'all. I wish y'all could smell these bell peppers and onions. I don't know what it is about that aroma, but honey, that will make anybody stop by and say, hey girl, what you cooking? Just the fragrance of the onion and the bell pepper would do that. Alright, so now that I've stirred those veggies, do the same thing to the meat. Very easy, quick and easy. I'm going to fix it where y'all can see that. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and put this onion pot on the back so I don't have to reach over a hot eye there. I'm just going to put that back there and let that simmer. And although I've turned this off, I can pull it closer, because that is still hot, and it's enough heat on that eye. Even though that's one of the smaller ones, it's enough heat on there to finish doing what I need to do. I just want to get it stirred. Make sure that it's done all the way through. You have to make sure you do that, y'all. Whenever you're cooking, you do not want to serve your family or nobody else anything that's raw. And again, this is pre-cooked meat. So you definitely need to get it brown some more. And the good thing is that since it's pre-cooked, they don't take as much. And I normally, even though I broke it up with my hand when I was taking it out of its pack, I still take my fork or my spatula or my spoon or whatever I'm using and break it down some more as it's cooking. So yes, that's all you have to do. And again, this smells so good. My goodness. Yes, indeed. So I'm going to push it back to this bigger burner and let it complete. Alright. We're at the home stretch, y'all. This is not going to take long, I promise you. I promise you it will not take long. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead, turn these peppers and onions off. They are really seasoned, as you can see. And I'm just going to toss these on in with the meat. I cooked this separately, intentionally, just for the sake of time. And that worked out for me. All right. So again, I'm just tossing them all in together. Putting all of this goodness together. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you can see what I'm actually doing. My light over my stove, the bulb has blown again. So I'll have to go to Lowe's and find a bulb. It takes one of those special ones. So when I get some time, I will go to Lowe's and grab me some more. And this time I'm probably going to get me a couple of packs so I have it. Alright, so I'm going to let that go ahead and simmer there for just a moment. I'm going to go ahead and pause the video, y'all. But once that is done to my liking, I will be back, and I'm just going to show you how I'm going to put everything together. So y'all stay tuned. Alright guys, so my meat is done. This is what it's looking like, and I taste it. Y'all, it tastes delicious. Okay guys, so my meat is done. That's what it's looking like. I tasted it, and y'all, it's perfect. And with my Tostito cheese, I took some out of the jar, put it in this microwavable bowl because I want it to be nice and hot or nice and warm. So now all I need to do, I'm going to go ahead and open my chips here. Y'all, I work from home, so this is something I can do. I can go ahead and get my meat together, put it in a plastic container, you know, after it's been done. And then all I have to do at lunchtime is warm my cheese. If I decide I want nachos, all I have to do is warm my cheese, warm my meat, and go ahead and assemble my tacos. And these are the scoops. And this is what they look like. But you can just dip it. They're kind of flat on the bottom. So yeah, this didn't take me no time. Probably from start to finish, it'll take a good 15 minutes. Not a whole lot. So I'm just gonna double stack my chips. Kind of staggered. So I can get this party started. I had a steak biscuit earlier. That's all I had today. So I kind of wanted to save my appetite for this because it's what I really wanted. And that's what I did. Alright, so that's plenty for me there as I stack on more. But yeah, these are going to be delicious. Alright. So now have my chips stacked. You make as many or as less as you want. And excuse me from reaching over the camera. I want to get my spoon here, my slotted spoon, so I can dip some of this meat out. Oh my goodness. And you know, y'all, I just sit down like when I'm not really doing nothing. I just think of different food ideas to do, because you know, I don't know about y'all, but sometimes I get tired of just eating the same thing, you know. So this was one of my little handy dandy ideas I came up with. What I should have did was put some cheese on the bottom, but now that probably would have made my chips even softer. So anyway, let's carry on. It's kind of warm still. So, I was going to warm this cheese dip again, but I don't think I'll have to because that meat is still hot. Oh, yeah, you can see it smoking. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's smoking. So, all right. So now I'm just going to kind of just drizzle this on. Because like I said, I did. Y'all gonna want to get all that good cheesy goodness out of there. I know some people don't like cheese, but I do. I'm definitely one of the ones that do. I know this is gonna be delicious. Yes. All right. So I'm gonna use my spoon to finish getting my cheese, honey, because this cheese, it don't cost a little bit of money. When I do cheese, I want to get every corner of it. Yes, indeed. Well, that came out a lot better than I thought it would. But anyway, that's done. So now I'm going to just garnish with a little bit of my peppercorn. I'm a pepper lover, y'all. I have to see it on my food. How many of you guys are like that? I'm sure a lot of you guys are like that as well. And of course, we cannot forget about the parsley. Doesn't have any taste. It just makes the dish look better, pretty. So, let me do that. And you don't have to sprinkle on a lot, just as much as you want, y'all. There you go. And now I am done. That is it. That's it, that's all. And there's not a whole lot of cleanup. You get to sit down and enjoy your meal without having to worry about, oh, I got a whole lot of dishes to clean up. Nope, that will not be the case. Oops, excuse me. I'm trying to bring you guys over to the light where it should be a little bit brighter. Might not be. I don't know. But anyway, this is my dish. This is what it's looking like. Y'all bear with me a minute. I'm going to flip my camera around. Just bear with me a minute. I'll be right back. All right, so guys, I came over here in my dining room where the lighting is a lot better. It's kind of dim over there on that side. And I wanted you to really see this little quick, delicious meal that I made. And y'all give it a try. You can use ground beef. You can use steak, whatever your little heart desire. You can use ground pork. Any type of ground meat that you like, you can use. And this is my finished product. Of course, I'm going to take a better picture for you guys. And let me just try a little bit here. Y'all go ahead and get a bite. I don't want to leave y'all out. It looks so good. Y'all, that is good. Oh my goodness. That's really good. I wish you were here to help me enjoy it. But anyway, that was a nice, quick little idea that you can put some nachos together really quick. Nobody wants to be in the kitchen all day. I know I don't, y'all. If I can find a shortcut, I would do it. So yeah, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I hope y'all enjoyed my Vlogmas Day 3 video. I'm getting ready to make me some cranberry Sprite on some ice and enjoy these. So until next time, you guys stay safe and stay blessed. If you're not already subscribed to my my little Simply Carolyn family. What you waiting for? You know I'll be glad to have you. Give the video a thumbs up, please. Or a thumbs down if you didn't like it. I don't want to tell you which way to go with it. But if you would, when you watch the videos, please give it a thumbs up. That lets YouTube know that other folks are watching the videos, and it will suggest my videos to other viewers. So y'all, I appreciate that. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button, tap all, so that you are aware each time I upload a new video. I love you guys with the love of Jesus. Y'all stay safe and stay blessed. Good night.